Beezel is a 2024 independent horror film about a cursed home or a haunted home. It's hard to describe exactly what it's about because, in essence, it all takes place within this house. So the house is a character in the movie. But the real film is about it being cursed or haunted is because there is something, an entity, a witch, a demon that lives in the house that needs to be fed every 20 years. So I went into this film not knowing anything about the movie. I just saw the poster and I thought that looks pretty interesting. I started watching it and I was interested from the beginning, and then it kind of got confusing or somewhere along the way. And then at the end, I liked it, but I'm like, what? I don't know how to explain this film. It's honestly very hard for me to explain what this movie is, honestly, because I can't really tell what Beezel is. All I know is in the beginning of the film, I was interested from the get-go. Then we get a slight little narration saying that Beezel is an entity that needs to be fed every 20 years. And if you're chosen, you're one of the lucky ones, and she'll give you some sort of like, not eternal life, but eternal gratification and or anything you could ever want, kind of. So, I don't know. It's interesting in that regard, but then later on, it doesn't explain, because like if you're chosen, like there's a character in the beginning who's making a documentary about. He's basically said it's. I don't want to spoil anything. So he's making this like documentary, mock documentary, and he explains like if you're seeing this, that means you were chosen. But nobody ever gets chosen again, technically. And then the third act goes into another family, the original family, kind of. And there's a lot of different layers into this. And then it becomes a different type of story where it goes into kind of like where you think it's going into like a Rosemary's Baby type area, and then the end is just like what. The ending is kind of like, really, what? I don't know what the hell just happened. So like I'm like confused and shocked. I like the ending, but I'm like, what the hell? And then it just ends, and then a new family moves in. So what's gonna happen with them? They're gonna live peacefully, I guess, technically. In my mind, nothing has to be. They don't have to worry about anything for 20 years. So that's one of the things too, is every 20 years something happens. So we're starting off with one character. It's very cool. It's an interesting setup, and then we go to another character who's just. It's an interesting film. That's all I have to say, really, honestly. I actually do like this movie. I don't think it's fantastic. I was confused. I saw this a long time ago, and I really couldn't get a review out because I was just like, I don't understand. But I want people to see this film because I do like it. It's eerie at times. It's low budget, but there are some parts that look really amazing. Like seriously, Beezel looks fantastic underneath the house, and then at the last you'll see, I'm assuming, yeah, looks fantastic. So I highly enjoyed the special, not special effects. I would assume they're practical effects, because there are special effects when it comes to blood and they don't look that good. And I do like the third act story the most, with the son and the wife that are come to this house because his mother has passed away, and he's trying to sell the home, and his wife kind of wants to live in the home and make it her own home and have a baby with her husband. So I like the third story. The middle story is like a throwaway for me. It's about a caretaker, and the last caretaker that lived there disappeared, and she's taking care of this woman, and it becomes like a haunted house type of film. It feels like three different types of movies. Like Beezel is the connection between all three films, but they all feel like three different films. Like the first part feels like a mockumentary, documentary, found footage type of movie, even though we're being told by a person, and it's kind of eerie. And it also feels like it's an interesting take too. I like that first part. So it's an interesting film. All in all, I do like everything. It's just the ending, I'm kind of like, what the hell was that? I don't understand it. So, that's the only problem I have. But I think it's pretty good, and jump scares work. And like I said, Beezel looks fantastic. I just didn't like the ending that much, and didn't what and what is Beezel? Because we're never really told what it is. We're assuming it's a witch, but Beezel, I thought of Beelzebub. I thought it was a demon, but it's like a haunted house. It's like a slasher, mockumentary, found footage / kidnapping type of film in a sense. And then the third act is like a Rosemary's Baby essence, haunted house, like becoming psychotic, going crazy film. Like I like the third part the most, but the film in general, I do actually enjoy it. So I'm gonna give this movie 3 out of 5 stars. I think you should definitely check this film out. I liked it a lot. I think you can find it on any streaming platform. Check out Beezel. It's really good. It was so good that it's been a month since I've seen this, and I still think about it. I showed this film to somebody, and they were like, "What the hell?" They even told somebody else the entire film, and then they're like, "I don't understand the ending. Like, what the hell was that ending? What like?" And I'm like, "I know." I mean, it makes you think afterwards. So if you see Beezel, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the ending. I actually didn't like the ending. They had a whole little mention of a cult being involved with you'll see, and I thought it was gonna maybe go into that, and then I would have liked it, but it didn't happen. But even though I didn't like the ending, I like the movie in general pretty much. I think it's a good movie, and you should definitely check it out. Remember, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, share this with somebody who's seen Beezel. Maybe they can explain to me in the comment section what the ending actually meant, which I just think it means another 20 years Beezel's gonna come back. But I like the film. I do like it, and I'm giving a review because I think people should watch it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.